Powering it up, no. Jokic has it. There's a reset on the 20.
Oh!
Behind the back! Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness.
Harris, Jokic, and Barton. Here comes Jokic. Got some cutters. And Chandler on the back.
Team turnover charge to the Denver Nuggets.
Now Booker. Nuggets paying a lot of attention to him. They got the steal behind the back to Beasley!
So, when you think about some of the best passing big men to have ever touched the ball, some names that may come to mind would be, of course, Sabonis, Vlade Divac, and Wilt Chamberlain, maybe the Gasol brothers, Chris Webb, Kevin Garnett, and maybe Bill Walton. But what if I told you there was a center playing in today's NBA that could surpass them all and become the best passing big man to have ever touched the ball? And his name is Nikola Jokic.
That shit.
But before I hop right into it, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, SeatGeek. Now, I know you guys have already heard of this app, but if you haven't, I would highly recommend that you go check it out. SeatGeek is an app that takes all the confusion out of buying a ticket. Be it a game, concert, Broadway show, whatever the occasion may be, they got you. And they even give you a out of 10 score on each ticket to know if you're getting a good or a bad deal. Green good, red bad. And if you're still kind of iffy on it, if you use my promo code ModernHoops, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. And there will be a link to it in the description box below. And remember, if you use my promo code ModernHoops, you will get $20 off your first purchase. So go check them out. Now today, I'm not going to be talking about where Nikola Jokic sits all time on the all-time centers list, because he's still relatively young, being only 23 years of age, and still has his career left in front of him. And that's not really the reason why I'm making this video. I'm only going to be focusing on his passing abilities. Now, Nikola Jokic is simply a player that deserves more respect and recognition, and the reason why he doesn't get enough respect or recognition is because coming out of Serbia and being picked in the second round as the 41st pick, and if you also add that he was an unathletic player, he really didn't have many expectations, if any, coming into the league. At best, people saw him as being a decent role player. No one expected him to become the player that he is today. Also, playing on the Nuggets, which is a small market team, and not having a lot of postseason success has played a role in that also. But what makes Nikola Jokic so special? A player that can barely jump off his 2 feet and isn't really that great of a defender. What makes him so great? And the answer to that is because of his basketball IQ, which is his greatest strength, and he uses that basketball IQ to his advantage both offensively and defensively. Nikola Jokic is someone that just knows and understands the game of basketball very well, and his understanding of the game, or his basketball IQ, is on par with NBA greats such as LeBron, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, Manu Ginobili, and the list goes on and on and on. And it's that basketball IQ that makes him such an amazing passer, especially at his age. But if there's really one way to really describe Nikola Jokic's game, it's like he's a 7-foot point guard. And if you compare some of his stats in his first 3 seasons to all-time great passing centers, you could make the case that he's already the best passing big man to have ever played the game of basketball. And if we look at the greatest passing big men of all time, which are, of course, Sabonis, Vlade Divac, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Walton, the Gasol brothers, and Kevin Garnett, Nikola Jokic already has more assists in his first 3 seasons than any of those other centers had in their first 3 seasons at 1,006. And if we look at their career assist averages throughout their first 3 seasons per 36 minutes due to their differences in minutes, Sabonis averaged 3.1, Vlade Divac averaged 1.7, Wilt Chamberlain also averaged 1.7, Bill Walton averaged 4.5, Marc Gasol averaged 2.4, Paul Gasol averaged 2.8, and Kevin Garnett averaged 3.1. But Nikola Jokic averaged an insane 5.8 assists per 36 minutes in his first 3 seasons. Once again, this is a center, not a point guard, and that's with Nikola Jokic averaging a smaller usage rate than most of the centers I named. And if we take another look at Arvydas Sabonis, arguably the greatest passing big man of all time, Nikola Jokic already has more assists in his first 3 seasons than Arvydas had in his entire 6-year career in the league. And I get the fact that he did enter the league at 31 years of age, a little past his prime where he spent most of it in Europe, but that doesn't take away the fact that Nikola Jokic already has more assists than him in his entire career. And once again, Nikola Jokic is only 23 years of age. I mean, he's not even close to his prime. And during the 2017-2018 NBA season, Nikola Jokic had an historic season, averaging the most assists in a single season by a center since Wilt Chamberlain in the 1967-68 NBA season. Once again, he's only 23 years of age, and Wilt Chamberlain was a bad passer in the early parts of his career, and it wasn't until his later years when he started to average more assists and even led the league in assists. And the only reason why he even did that is because people were giving him the notion that he was a selfish player. But nonetheless, Wilt Chamberlain was still a great passer in his career. But when you're looking at assists, it's not all about the numbers. Sometimes it's about the way that you get your assists. And with Nikola Jokic, you get the whole package, from no-look passes to behind the backs. And a lot of the great passing centers mostly operated from the mid-post. But with Nikola Jokic, he is able to set you up from the low post, the high post. He's able to utilize the pick and roll and, you know, full court passes. We're talking about a big man that can handle the ball and bring it up the floor and initiate offense. And this is where I think he beats a lot of the other centers. And once again, this is a center we're talking about, not a point guard. Nikola Jokic is one of the best passers in the league today, arguably top 5, and is the main reason to the Nuggets' potent offense. And when he's in the game, the Nuggets have one of the best offenses in the entire league. And also being able to score at an elite level has helped Nikola Jokic obtain much more assists, much easier, opening up the passing lanes. You know, the Nuggets' whole system is based around Nikola Jokic's amazing playmaking and passing abilities. And the crazy part is, it's not impossible to see Nikola Jokic average a triple-double throughout a season. Once again, this is a center doing all of this, not a point guard or a point forward. Nikola Jokic is revolutionizing the center position with his amazing and skillful play, and I know his career just begun, but I believe by the end of it all, Nikola Jokic will go down as one of the best passers to have ever touched the basketball. And if you've never heard or seen Nikola Jokic play, then you're missing out. That's all I gotta say. He's one of the best young talents in the NBA, and due to his profound passing, by the end of his career, his name will be among the greatest passers to have ever played. You know, like LeBron, you know, John Stockton, you know, Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, and much more. I believe his name will be up there with some of the greatest passers to have ever played the game. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below, because personally, I think you can make a case that Nikola Jokic is already the best passing big man to have ever played, and he's only 23 years of age. But you know, that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this once again. But with that being said, that is all I got for you guys today. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more NBA content. And go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. Links to my Twitter and Instagram will be in the description box and in the comment section below. I am active on Twitter a lot, so if you guys are trying to talk some basketball, you know where to find me. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.